Shalom, this is your brother Malcolm back with another video. And before we start off, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Al-Shah, Bashem, Al-Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders and great millstone who rule well, prophet, and teaching the truth. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the elect who was scattered amongst the nation, who made it like the heathen nation, being a speckled bird, going back to the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who were the so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans that we know today. And I want to go into, the downfall of America, how things are moving right now, and things are being seen with the market and job work and stuff like that. Esau Kingdom is slowly coming to the end, and as you can see, prophecies coming off the pages. We can see that day by day, it's becoming more and more deplorable. So I want to start off in Ecclesiastes 12, verses 3 and 4, and it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened, and the doors shut, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the birds, and the daughters of music shall be brought low." And on verse 3 it says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble," we can see that the stock market is all time high. We in a depth. Our depth is getting more and more, worse and worse by the day. You know what I'm saying? And the people who manage it and watch over these things, they seeing that that it's getting worse and worse by the day. Seeing why all the people who's in the stock market, quickly pulling out, making unexpected, calls in the stocks and stuff like that, and it just fluctuating, in the worst way possible. And it says, "The strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened, and the doors should be shut in the street when the sound of grinding is low." And it's gonna come to a time when, America's gonna look like, Mad Max, or forgot the movie. I think 28 Days Later or 28 Weeks Later. When the man's running around, the doors all closed, the city looks abandoned and stuff like that. Fewer people are going to be working, because they're trying to bring in AI and machines to take over. It's going to be to a point where they're not going to have, workers working like that, And it says, "And he shall rise up to the voice of the birds, and all the daughters of music be brought low." And, the music today is all-time low, but when he wakes up, that's all you're going to be hearing, the birds. It's going to be so quiet outside, I want to get to Zephaniah 1 and 10. And read on down to 11. It says, "And shall come to pass in that day, said Yahweh, there should be a noise of a cry from the first gate, and a howling from the second gate, and a great crashing from the hills. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, and all they that bear silver are cut off." And when that time comes, it's gonna be a noise, a cry, but Maktesh is that place of trading. That's where a lot of people go to trade, back in Israel. And a lot of people not going to be able to trade at the time, to have money. Those people going to be cut off. And I want to get Ezekiel 7 and 19. And it said, "They shall cast their silvers in the streets, and their gold shall be removed, and the silvers and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath of Yahweh. And they shall not satisfy their soul, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity." And, in that time, a lot of people think that, saving up on money and cash and stuff like that is going to be, worth it whenever, all shit hits the fan. But, silver and gold, it's not going to profit you in the day of wrath. You're not going to be able to, if you're in a bind or a situation, try to, bribe your way out of things, because, it's going to be worthless. A lot of people are going to throw it away. It's going to be as dung. They're just going to throw it. It's not going to be no purpose for them. Salaki, I'm back. This is Ezekiel 7:19. And it says, they shall cast their silvers in the streets, and their gold shall be removed, their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath of the Lord. And it says, they shall not satisfy their souls, not to fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. And when that time comes, money is gonna be worthless. Nobody's gonna be able to profit off of that. So whenever calamity comes, nobody's gonna want that. People might try to bribe their way out of it, but it's gonna be impossible. And they had like in Venezuela when inflation was so high, and I have put it up. It says Venezuela currency worth more as craft paper than as money. It says crafts made from devalued money underscore the creative ways Venezuela attracts value from their decimated currency. And I'm just going to read these two paragraphs and that will be it. And it says Santana Marta of Colombia, along the cobblestone streets of the coastal city of Santa Marta, demand for bolivars from Venezuela is skyrocketing, but not for the bill's monetary value. Instead of using his homeland's money to pay for daily essentials in his native country, Venezuelan immigrants Hector Cordero weaves the currency into wallets and purses, which he sells to tourists in Colombia. His artful crafts underscore the creative methods that Venezuelans are using to extract value from that currency amid skyrocketing inflation may consider worthless. So you can see, that the money, that inflation was so high it became worthless to them. They don't see, any point of really using it. The only way they're using it is just making out of, paper mache crafts, wallets and purses and stuff like that. Because that's how, the money is going to be when that time comes. It's not going to have no value to them. Because the system is so fucked up over here. Even though it's going on over there, it's going to come over here to the world, into America. And I want to get Jeremiah 51, 8 and 9. And it said, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone unto his own countries. For her judgment reaches unto the heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So, Babylon, which is America, is going to fall. It's going to crumble. Like the system and all these things is going to fall. And that bomb, represent like, try to heal it. But America can't be healed because it's so far down the hole that it's impossible to bring it back up. It dug that hole so much that it got to the point that it can't be saved, for all this wickedness and decrees that it's had, done, upon this earth. There's no way for redemption. It can't be, healed. No way you could fix the system now. The only way you could fix it is destroying it, and which is going to come to. Now I want to get Proverbs 29 and 2. And it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And I'm gonna play a video from my brother, the hopefully the third. Salaki if I got his name wrong, but I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find his YouTube panel. But it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So since Esau is in rulership, the wicked, the people have been mourning. They've been mourning constantly, day in, day out. About the market, the prices, inflation, the way they run the system and stuff like that. They don't have no sense of happiness over here. A lot of people starting to wake up and see that is no point, in living in this society now, because everything is going downhill. Even the animals, the trees, everything about this world, even the earth itself is crying out, and it's crazy because it shouldn't be like that. These people so money hungry and so wicked, they don't give time for the earth and the planet to rest. 6 years, we supposed to we could plow, get resources from the earth, but in that 7 year we gotta let it rest. And then after that, so on and so forth, you'll be able to go back to sowing the field, because it's gonna be enough time for the earth to replenish and rest. But the wicked are not doing that. They trying to get up everything that they can. So they, they're drying up all the resources. The earth is not being able to recover and, and recuperate and rejuvenate and be able to flourish like how it used to be. But that's why we need order and righteousness. That's why we need Yahweh Shem Yahshua to come back and set up rulership back in the world, to put everything back in order. And I want to get Proverbs 11:4, and it says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but the righteousness is delivered from death." And a lot of people be like, "Oh, I need to get on the money grind and stuff like that, to help in the future." But when that day of wrath comes, it's not going to be able to profit you nothing. Nobody's going to be able to buy their way out of things. They can't pay their way to make it out of here. What you call them? And I want to get Psalms, Salakia. Psalms 49 and 6-9, and it says, "They trust in their wealth and boast themselves in the multitude of their riches. None of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give to the Most High a ransom for him. For the redemption of their soul is precious, and it sees forever, that he should still live forever and not see corruption." So that money is not going to be worth nothing. It's not even going to be worth saving your soul. Because a lot of people think that, I'm gonna have all this money, I'll be able to live forever and stuff like that. Try to buy their way out of situations and stuff. It's not going to be that. When that time comes for redemption and wrath, it's just going to be you and the Most High. Whether if he see you fit, to make it out. But but a lot of the rich people, especially the top banking families and them, they always they always boast their money. They always put their trust in their money, always showing how much money they got with the cars and clothes and stuff like that. But, when shit hits the fan, they're not going to be boasting. They can't go and be like, "Look, man, come work for me," and stuff like. No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be a free fall. It's going to be a very wicked time, because Jacob trouble is going to be a time like never before, I want to get Ecclesiastes 7:7. And it says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart." And, a lot of people, especially the men who is in the truth, the more you keep on getting oppressed, the more you get beaten down and trodden, the more you start to wake up and realize, man, like, this shit is bullshit. It pisses you off, a vexation of your soul and spirit, But it says a gift destroyeth the heart. And, a lot of people who's, more materialistic and more of this world, they love everything that's in it. They'll, be happy with, when they have gifts and stuff like that, they'll get blind. They'll get blind of the things that's going on. Long as they keep on getting gifts, money, clothes, and all these things of the world, it'll make them happy, but it's gonna bring them down to the destruction. And they got a precept that I was thinking about. First Corinthians 7:31. And it says, "They that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passing away." So, the people who are in the truth, we know that we got things that we got to pay for and stuff like that. We might, need, something to make us happy every now and then, but, we don't abuse it. We don't, indulge in all this stuff on a daily basis, try to be happy, try to, get these things to numb the pain like that. But, we don't abuse it like the people of in the world. We use it to our advantage. And every now and then we might get something to help us out or to make us happy for the time being, but we won't constantly be stuck on it. We're not gonna get so far into it where it's gonna corrupt us, because we know that this world is just temporary. It's not here forever. It's just for a season. And I want to get 1 John 2:15-7. And it says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever." And we know that, the more that you be stuck in this world, the more that you care and do all these things of the world, you don't love the Most High. You more stuck on being happy in this world, try to build up your kingdom and stuff like that now, other than putting your trust and faith into the Most High. And it says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world." And the more you indulge into this world, the more you feed in your flesh. The more that you're not walking in the spirit. Let me see if I can find that precept right quick. Let's see. Salakia, I'm looking for that precept. Yeah. I'm gonna just read 30. This is Ecclesiastes 18:30, and it says, "Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thy appetite." And the more, like I was talking about in the last precept, in 1 John chapter 2, you're not supposed to be of this world, because the more that you be stuck on this world, the more you feeding into your appetite and your lust. The more of your carnal side. And a lot of people that does that, they lose sight of the bigger picture. They lose sight of the thing that is going to help save them, and bring them into everlasting life. And I want to read Mark 8:35-36, and I think that'll be it. And it says, "For whoever," but Mark 8:35 down to 36, it says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel and the same shall be saved. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and loses his own soul?" So, we can't be a part of this world. And the more that you're a part of this world, the more you become enmity with the Most High. And you don't want to be enmity with the Most High, because the more you try to, save yourself, try to worry about, getting money or getting, things and stuff like that, and try to and help yourself when that time comes, it's not gonna profit you nothing. For in doing so, you gain everything in this world. You gain, what you're looking for and stuff like that. But in the end, you still end up losing it all. So, you might as well just suffer right now and just go through the things that's going to come to pass, and and try your best to make it into the kingdom, other than, just being stuck in this world and perishing with it. You don't want to be caught up in the hands of the Most High, because like they said, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High. You don't want to be caught up on the other side when shit hits the fan. You want to be on the side of the righteousness. And I think I ended off with this. This is James 4:4. It says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore would be friends of the world is the enemy of the Most High." So, the more that you, take part of this world, the more that you do the things of this world, and, and be more stuck on, this wickedness and the things that's coming to pass, and not really putting your faith, your faith, time, and effort into the Most High, when that time comes, you're going to be set up against him. He's going to set his face against you. You're going to be his enemy. And when that time comes, he's going to smite you down, and you don't know what he got planned for you, whenever you become his enemy, because he could have you in the in that spirit in your body. He could have your spirit in that body when, when the missiles comes, you could be burned alive. We were talking about it last night. It's a very fearful thing, because you don't know what the Most High could do. He showed it countless times in the scriptures that, this is what's going to happen if you disobeyed him, or this is what's going to happen, if you come against him, and it's a very, scary thing, and Lord willing, we are, a part of that number, so we can make it out of this world. But that's all I have. Lord willing, it was edifying. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well, prophet, and teaching the truth. Peace, blessing, and salutation to like Chris scared amongst the nation who may look like the other heathen nation.
Would not be great again until we get 99-cent gas. America will not be great again until we get 99-cent gas, and we can take $100 to the grocery store and have food in our houses for 2 weeks. I don't think y'all understand, man. We don't care about them politics and all that stuff right there. We just want to be able to pay our bills with our paychecks and have money left over so we can save. That's when America would be great again. All this and that, we don't care about that. So whoever becomes the president, make that happen. If you make that happen, America will be great again. 99-cent gas was the greatest time in our existence, because people just want to get in their cars and just ride. Yeah, people just want to get in their cars and ride, man. They don't want to look. We don't care about all this other stuff. Look, 99-cent gas was the greatest time we ever lived. It was the greatest times that we ever had in America. And if we can't go to the gas station with $10 and get a half a tank or a full tank in certain cars, look, we mad. We are mad. So tell President Trump and Kamala Harris, however you pronounce her name, the world will not be great again until we get 99-cent gas. Make it make sense.